Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the United Rumor Report, where we talk about the transfer news that are happening right now, and we pretty much just check in on that and say why is United falling behind? That's the first thing that I'm just is in my mind because here's the thing: last week we started off. The, it seemed like we are going to start off the transfer window in a little bit of a with a little bit of aggression and being a little bit more on the front foot. But guess what? Man United are stalling again. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit about Zlatan and also what has happened with Ugarte, a player that we were talking about last week, a player that I highly rate. I call him today's N'Golo Kante. It's the Football Power Hour. That's my name is botswanapapi. Shout out to you for joining me. Make sure you hit the like button.
Football Power Hour.
Bruno Fernandes! It's Fred! It's Martial! Just waiting on the back post, surely he'll be found! And scores first! Premier League goal at Old Trafford!
What's up, big man? Sup to you, Kush. Sup to you, man. Happy Monday, brother. I hope that you're doing good. Why is it a surprise? Let's talk about the fact that what is a surprise? The first thing I want to address is Ugarte, man. Ugarte is somebody we talked about him last week. I talked about how he is one of the players that today's N'Golo Kante. I think that's what I said, and obviously N'Golo Kante is N'Golo Kante, but Ugarte's aggression and the tackling stats that he has right now in sport. If you watched him in that game versus Arsenal, you would have said, "This is my guy," you know. But Man United are out here stalling, and I don't know why. No, no, bro. I thought we were in talks. We were also in one of the teams that were talked about as if we're considering Ugarte, but obviously it was Pochettino's prime target. Let's be honest. It was more like the news were looking like he's gonna sign for Chelsea. And then from there, like Fabrizio reported like yesterday that, oh, Chelsea have retracted their interest in Ugarte. And then next thing you know, today is a here we go. And I was like, no, no. When I saw the retraction of interest, I thought maybe we could be going in a little bit stronger. But unfortunately, I was too optimistic. I was too optimistic with Manchester United. And here we are missing out on the cream of the crop. Because right now, when you think about it, talking about other players that are moving, Karim Benzema, right? Karim Benzema has retired. He's leaving Real Madrid and he is signing for Al Ittihad. It sounds like the Ittihad of Saudi Arabia, by the way. But Al Ittihad have secured the services of Karim Benzema. But the thing about it is, when Karim Benzema came to Real Madrid, Real Madrid were aggressive. They were aggressive in that transfer window. Matter of fact, let me just try and remind you real quick. If I have the picture right here, I'll pull it up. Look at that. Look at Real Madrid, what they did the year when Karim Benzema came through. 3 of those guys went on to win Ballon d'Ors. Right? Look at that. It was a 2009 transfer window where Real Madrid were aggressive and they reaped the rewards of being aggressive like that. And this is what Manchester United need to do. And I honestly thought the wounds of the losing from the FA Cup would actually be the best inspiration for everybody to actually at United to be like, okay, we see how far we are. All we need to do is strengthen and go a little harder on the transfer with our transfer strategy. But that's not the case. Anyway, Ugarte, he'll be a big miss because when I'm talking about, I'm not saying he's going to win Ballon d'Or or anything like that, but he's got all the ingredients to be one of the best defensive midfielders in the world in 2-3 years. And you know what? When you're looking at it from Ugarte's side, it kind of makes sense. If you were telling me to go be Casemiro's understudy, right? It sounds great on paper, but let's be honest. If Casemiro is fit all, all of next season and he doesn't get red cards, I'm most likely gonna be on the bench. I'm only gonna play probably the Carabao Cup game, Carabao Cup games and maybe one or two FA Cup, but that's about it. And at the end of the day, you want to be able to secure a place to go to a place where you'll be able to shine, get your value even higher, and then also make sure you also get game time because well, let's be honest, the Uber Eats League is the best place to go for development. And also the fact that he's going to get a chance to play Champions League football. Look at this. Verratti is also like sort of on the other end of his career at PSG. So it makes sense for Ugarte's side. But at the same time, I just feel like we missed out. As Manchester United, we missed out because we're supposed to be going head in first for some of these really hot prospects that are going to be very important in 2 years' time, 3 years' time. These players will be double the price. Anyway, talking about players that are moving around too, I want to touch on Alexis Mac Allister. For me, that's a player that he's now, I think the Here We Go has been announced with Liverpool. And Mac Allister, he's one transfer that I'm not really particularly mad about, because I can't really tell, if he's like a natural attacking midfielder, natural central midfielder, or natural, what is he? He has a little bit of like a Mason Mount kind of type of profile that I don't know. I mean, he definitely looked good in Brighton, but at the same time, I can't be mad about every transfer. Be like, no, we should be getting Mac Allister. Probably will have a more successful career at Liverpool, and good for him. That's all I want to say about Alexis Mac Allister, because at the end of the day, Brighton, we have to make sure that we secure Caicedo from them. If they're letting go of Mac Allister, we know that Caicedo is going to be prime money. So anyway, Kush says Mount, Rice, and Haaland are the type of John Murta signings that we will be going for. Honestly, if we get a Mount and Rice, Haaland, I'm actually not even that mad about those choices, actually. I know it might be the minority about Mount, but Rice and Haaland would be great additions. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at John Murta for that if that happens. We probably need a center back as well to add on to that. And also, we can't go in with Haaland and Martial. We need to make sure that we're good in the attacking front. But one other thing that I want to make sure that I talk about in today's show is one of my favorite players ever. One of my favorite players is the man himself. Football, he announced yesterday, or rather, football retired from Zlatan yesterday. And it's a very, very big moment, because here's the thing: Zlatan is divisive, but for me, I love him. One of my friends actually said this. He says on his Facebook post, he was like, "The noisemaker has retired. He's got 0 MLS Cups, 0 World Cups, 0 Champions League, and one big noise, one big mouth." And he's happy that Zlatan is going without those records. But the thing is, for me, Zlatan is. If you were to choose the type of path you wanted as a player, there's some people that are one club people, like Marco Rose or Harry Kane type of players, or like Messi before he left Barcelona, and apparently he's about to go back to Barcelona. La Liga has also okayed that Messi can come back, and that's also in the works. It's going to be interesting to see Messi back in Barcelona, because he still has a lot to offer. He still has, I think, 2 good seasons in him. Well, if you saw Messi in Qatar, Qatar was just a few months ago, so that that Messi is going to be very, very interesting. But at the end of the day, there's the one club player and the player that likes to travel and try different leagues and prove themselves in different teams. And for me, if I had a professional football career, I would have wanted that kind of lifestyle. I would have wanted to experience different leagues and just be able to break records in different places. And Zlatan, he's going down for me as one of the GOATs. I know, I love his passion and his confidence in himself, and how he always backs it up on the pitch, because that's an important skill. But I will echo your words, Kush, and say Zlatan for me is an all-time great. So big up to Zlatan Ibrahimovic. We have to put some respect on his name and thank him for all the beautiful moments that he provided with us. For me, I would say, like, even when I'm playing pickup, I do bicycle kicks and I always try to play Zlatan. I'm always just like, I remember the last bicycle kick I scored. I got up and I said, instead of doing the Sue, I usually, I sometimes do the Sue, but anyway, whatever. It's just, the main thing is he's provided a lot of inspiration and a lot of great moments for me as a fan. And that's why I respect him. And I feel like he's going to go down as an all-time great and a player that I will forever admire. Because they want Messi back because they can't fix the racism issue, so they need a new face for La Liga. Ooh, don't get me started on the racism in La Liga. Kush. Oh man, don't talk about that one. Yeah, La Liga is desperate but like Messi's not like a new face, But yeah, I get what you mean. They need a distraction. They need some injection of a different kind of superstar. Maybe they can't handle having just like a Vinicius being the only loud mouth talking about big mouths. Shout out to Mr. Khan in the building, bro. Happy Monday. Now, who do we sign? Khan. That's the biggest question that I thought it would be answered by now. I thought it would be going, the thing about Man United is like we are now looking at players. We're now just having conversations with players and we're not moving forward. That is why I included United stalling as one of the titles for today, because we need to be moving aggressive. I want that. We're starting this transfer window the way we started the league. It's almost like we're playing Brighton and Brentford. We need to miss out on another. You'll see Haaland being signed by another team, by Chelsea or whatever. And then Man United are going to be like, okay, we need to move fast. And that's really, really disappointing. Look at PSG. They've had a transfer strategy and a plan in mind. Ugarte, they were like, I don't care if he's rumored with Chelsea. We're taking him. Asensio, here we go. He's now with PSG. And on a free. And if it's one of those things where you see the people that have had conversations and plans already in place prior to the transfer window opening that now just what's the word, actualizing. It's not theorizing. It's not time it's time to actually make the things happen. And I hope that that's the kind of attitude. That's what I want to do in my life with every idea, with anything. And I just want to say, United is not really giving me the vibes that I want right now as a fan. That's not the type of strategy that I'm identifying with. Think about it this way. I'll close the show on this example. We're at a party, right? Matter of fact, people have been graduating. When I graduated, there was this party called Last Chance Dance. It's like a big party where it's pretty much the last chance to dance with whoever you want to dance with, So Man United are entering this last chance dance transfer window. It's like, I'm just gonna stand by the wall while everybody's now just getting up and going to talk to whoever you want to talk to and say, yo, may I have this dance? You go ahead and dance with you know what I mean? It's like we're stalling, and only when the party's closing, we're gonna be like, okay. Who's the one who's danced the most with other people? Or the person who nobody wanted to dance with? That's who we going to dance with. I really hope that's not going to be the case. But thank you so much for everybody that tuned in. I want to make sure that these shows are less than 15 minutes. We start the transfer window the way Chris says we start the transfer window the same way for a decade. It's like we never learn. It is so annoying. The last comment says, we won't get the striker we want. The papers will say we will get Kane next summer. Mark my words. That is rather depressing. We're going to end it on that depressing note. I hope we don't get Kane. If we get Kane next summer, if that's the plan indeed, then let's get Haaland. We need definitely two new faces up front. I don't care. This is the thing. We missed out Benzema. Benzema just quickly agreed to go to Saudi Arabia. Why did we not make it hard? Why don't we just make it hard for Benzema to be like, yo, Benzema, you can always go to Saudi Arabia after one more year. Come to Old Trafford for just one season, and then we can get Kane for as a free, you know what I mean? If it was a matter of doing that. But right now, Real Madrid are on the hunt for a striker. And if they call Daniel Levy, Harry Kane is going to put in that transfer request. Anyway, we need big transfers. Thank you, Khan. Thank you, Kush. Thank you, Bobby. I saw you too. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. It is the United Rumour Report. We will be back tomorrow. Peace.